Hi guys, hope you're really well and welcome to the new year. Only a few days in for most people. Some of us have been starting a little bit earlier, getting stuck in at the end of last week, but it's for most people the first full week back in the new year. So happy new year. Here's a quick little podcast about the number one thing with a couple little tips and tricks that you need to do right now in your business to make sure that you get off to a super fast start. And it may not be what you think. Stick around right now. Okay guys, so we're all back into a brand new year. But the biggest thing is this, is we always hear about how you've got to set your goals, you've got to do this, you've got to do that, etc., etc. For me, it's a really, really simple thing, and it's what a lot of my clients do and know is one of the best things you can possibly do, and that is making sure you start with a clean desk. It's a really, really simple thing, but when you think about it, we push hard to that holiday break. And in this case, recently, we've had a Christmas and New Year period. A lot of people close down their businesses. Some people just run off skeleton team apart from the public holidays. And we just push hard. We get ourselves busy. We get ourselves so we just want to get to the end of their year, or we want to get away on holidays, enjoy the beach or the snow, some time away with the family, enjoy a few quiet beverages, etc. And we basically just dump it all, run out, lock the door behind us, or hopefully we've locked the door behind us, and when we come back to an absolute mess of everything that we probably should have wrapped up, let's be completely honest about it, before we actually left. So here's the thing. We always hear that we should start, we should have an open mind, we should have a clean slate, it's the new year. The clock's set back to zero, the slate's been wiped clean, all of those innuendos that always get put forward. Here's the thing. There's actually something really magical about that from a physical sense, not just a mentality towards business. And that is the fact that you've got, and I know for a fact that I'm looking around on my desk, and that's why I wanted to cut this podcast, because I'm in the middle of doing this right now. It's only about 10:30 in the morning. I had to get through a couple of quick things really quickly this morning, and I wanted to make sure that I got stuck into all of this mess that's around as well. I've been off for a couple of weeks and I've had some international travel. Wanted to make sure that I got back and cleaned up, because there's lots of post-it notes here. There's all the to-do lists, there's the to-achieve lists, there's the stop-doing list. We've got performance planner stuff here, we've got 2 or 3 different books, we've got a whole lot of paperwork. My personal assistant dumped a whole lot of stuff on my desk that I needed to be able to work with. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 deliveries from couriers in the last week or so that are here. I've got a lot of stuff here on my desk. It's an absolute mess. I sort of want to show you, but I also don't want to. Excuse me. Crazy big sneeze in the middle of a podcast. Never a good thing, but let's persist. And so here's the thing. I've got a lot of mess on my desk. Right now, the best thing I can be doing is declutter. Get rid of it and start fresh. Now, it's not just me that thinks this way. I've had 3 people in about an hour and a half hit me up already. 2 of them are clients of mine. One of them's one of my team members. Have hit me up with the whole, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm doing. I've got all this stuff. I don't know where to start. In fact, Scotty hit me up only just a little while ago saying, mate, I've got these 3 businesses here with this, and this. I don't know where to start, what to do. Can we jump on a call and get some alignment? Now, I'm more than happy to do that. In fact, we are going to jump on a call very, very soon. But the real catalyst for this is the fact that you don't need to talk to someone and get some alignment. You don't need to actually invest that time or spend that time or waste that time doing those type of things. What you do need to do is declutter, start fresh, and just actually start with the small things that can be getting done, get them off your plate, and get some traction, get some momentum. Because right now, particularly if you're listening to this at the start of the new year, is you want to be able to start fresh. You want to be able to start with a clean slather. Now, it's a clean slate, right? there's going to be things hanging over that you need to be able to do. There's going to be correspondence, there's going to be social media, there's going to be emails, there's going to be all of those little small things that you need to be able to do and work with. And that's completely fine for us to do that and work with it. There's no problems with that at all. But two things. One, make the small things get done, get counted, taken care of, get momentum, get the backlog out of the way. Get yourself fresh, get yourself started with a clean desk and a clean slate for you to build on and get momentum for. You are going to be more proactive, not reactive. And we know that because they've proven it with science. We know that we want to be nice and open planned. We want to make sure that we've got space to write things down, put the first things first, right? Go back to Steve Covey and the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. We want to make sure that we're very clean about what we're doing. We're getting the right avenues in place, and that starts with decluttering. So let's take care of a couple of things right now to get momentum, to get you feeling good. Get rid of a couple of those emails. Delegate some tasks to your VAs or to your team members. Make sure you've got a few of the small little bits and pieces done. Get rid of the scraps of paper. Get rid of the to-do list. Because let's be honest, 90% of that to-do list, as important as you might find it was weeks before Christmas or before that week break you've just had, or 2 weeks break, 1 day break, doesn't matter what it is. I guarantee if it was super important to get done, it would have already been done. So I'm not saying just throw the baby out with the bathwater, but I am saying the vast majority of the to-do, to-achieve type scenarios probably didn't need to be done as urgently as what you originally thought. So here's what we need to be able to do. Declutter, start fresh, and start it off nice and open and clean plan. So I'm asking you to do these few things. Go through and grab 1 or 2 of the really important to-dos on the to-do list, write them down, keep them separate, put them on your list, etc. That's fine. But get rid of the scraps of paper, get rid of the post-it notes, get rid of all of the other crap that's lying around. Open up any of the parcels. Clean out. I've got so much mess here that I could list out with all the bits and pieces that just gather up. You might find you've got a cup, you've got some whatever. I've actually got some hand cream over there that can, we can now get rid of. I just had some dry hands only a couple of weeks ago playing a fair bit of golf leading into Christmas, and just wanted to, got a little bit of hand cream. Whatever it happens to be, guys. I'm getting way too personal now, right? You might find that you've got 1, 2, 3. I've got 4 pens lying around on my desk. I don't need 4 pens on my desk. Get rid of it, right? Got 1, 2, 3. I've got 6 books here ready to go. All of this paperwork. Guys, seriously, declutter. And for those that are looking at this, watching this, not just listening to it, in the background you'll be able to see just over here a whole bunch of mess that I started cleaning up as well. A couple of those trays that we all have. The whole throw it in the tray, deal with it later type scenario. I do this type of big clean out every time I'm starting out fresh. So every probably 3 to 6 months. And to be totally honest, I didn't do it for about 6 months. So I've got stuff here from March and April, or what's now last year. So there's a lot of stuff in there that I just found just before starting the cutting of this podcast that I don't need to be dealing with. Or that I look at and go, that's old, that's redundant, that's not even, any form of value in that. Get rid of it, bin it. Best thing you do is declutter. I'm going to get rid of all of that over behind me. Probably about 80% of that will be able to be binned, shredded, got rid of, start fresh. It means I can get on top of things with my team. I can make sure that I'm proactive with everything that's happening with my team here with me in the office, at the clinic, and my overseas offices locations with my VA team. We can get all of that nice and fresh and started, because if we're really honest with ourselves, guys, we don't tidy up, start fresh, and clean everything up prior to going away on holidays or starting the new year. We scramble our way through, we run out, we close the door, I'll deal with it later type mentality, and tomorrow never comes. As a net result, we can either start really flustered, really frustrated, really, oh my God, I don't know where to go, just like the 3 contact points I've had in the last hour and a half already, 2 from clients and 1 from a team member, not knowing what the best way to do or to start. I feel lost, I've got too much to do, I feel like overwhelmed, and we don't want to get on the hamster wheel this early in the year. It's really dangerous. Even the first day, we're already feeling like we're on the hamster wheel going over and over again. So take it from me, guys. I'm going to turn this podcast off right now. Go and clean your desk. Get rid of all the crap. If you sit there and you look at something, you go, oh, but maybe, get rid of it. If it's not super important, guys, literally bin it. Get rid of it, start completely fresh, because I guarantee if it's important, it'll come up later today or tomorrow and you'll be like, there's that, and then this, and you'll have something, a better idea or a different way of thinking about it. You'll know it's urgent and important, and it can get done and systemized as a net result. If it's not been done so far and you've been away on a holiday right now, you need to declutter. You need to make it nice and clean, nice and fresh, get rid of all the crap, all the rubbish, all the post notes, all the to-do lists, start it fresh and move forward from there. Nothing important was ever written down on a post-it note with all these bits. Take it from me, bin it, get rid of it, start fresh, clean your desk, clear your mind, start taking small little actionable steps, and you watch yourself get massive momentum and start marching forward from there. Hope that helps. Don't delay. Go and do it now. I'll talk to you soon. Cheers for now. Hey guys, thank you very much for listening to another episode of the Profitable Practice Podcast. I would love nothing more than for you to be able to leave a review. I get so much joy out of listening and reading the amazing things that you guys say about this. So please subscribe to our channel, leave a review, and share it with your friends. Let's get some more fantastic information out there so all of us can grow the industry together. Cheers for now.